Hello guys, it is Fox and welcome to an updated EDH deck tech. Today I will be giving you the update on what happened to Gisa and Geralf. So for all intents and purposes, Gisa and Geralf are dead. Kinda. Well, not yet anyway. They're in the deck and they will die eventually. But the deck has been changed into the Scarab God. Look at that face. He's got a face only a mother would take a bat and a knife and another bat too. So yes, Gisa and Geralf has changed into another blue-black zombie-ish tribal deck. Scarab God is not a zombie, and therefore he doesn't really lend towards a zombie tribal deck. I am running predominantly zombies, but there are a couple newer cards I could add to the deck that make it a little more fun, in my opinion, and also make it a little more consistent. I love this guy. When I first saw him, I immediately knew I was going to change Gisa and Geralf into Scarab God. He's a great card, and that's him. I don't know how to segue. Anyway, so this is going to be the updated deck video. I will be updating it in my tapped out list. I might even make a new list. I'm not completely sure, but that will be in the description if you don't want to listen to me talk and stutter like I just did. All right, so we're going to start off with the land base, like I always do. We have, I believe, 7 swamps. 7 swamps and 7 islands. All of them are the new Nico Bolas art, which I love. I just love seeing different art for full art lands and things. And also, one of them shiny. These foil lands look beautiful when they're foiled. That was redundant. These lands look beautiful when they're foiled. Not these foil lands. Anyway, dual colors. We got a Fetid Pools, which is a new card. I do like it. I don't like lands that come in tapped, but cycling on a card to me makes it like 20 to 50% better, just because that draw card effect is essentially a cantrip. So whatever you put it on, you're making it a cantrip. So for 2 to draw a card, it is a basic land type land, so I can search it out with, where is it? Polluted Delta if I need to. I'm playing it, I like it, I think it's pretty cool. And of course Polluted Delta, Sunken Hollow, Underground River, Dark Slick Shores, Drowned Catacomb, Dark Water Catacomb, Sunken Ruins, and a Watery Grave, and also River of Tears. I forgot I had that one. And that is my dual land package. Utility lands, we got a High Market, works in this deck when you need to sack something, then you can recast it with Scarab God. Temple of False God, redundant. Rogue's Passage to make some big-ass thing unblockable. Unholy Grotto brings a zombie back from your grave to the top. It's useful when your opponents are running Grave Hate and you really need one specific zombie or card, no, actually zombie, to go back on top. Command Tower, obvious reasons. Nefali Drown Yard, you know, mill yourself, always works. Reliquary Tower, Halimar Depths to kind of restructure the top. I'm running the Urborg Cabal combo. Urborg Cabal Coffers combo, because why not? And a Bajuka box, so I can also Grave Hate. See, I can do what you do. We'll go on to enchantments. We got Animate Dead for some recursion. Rooftop Storm for the lulz. You can cast zombies for free. You still have to pay that in order to get Scarab God's effect to go off. But still, you can cast your other zombies in your hand for free. And that works. Graph Harvest, give them Menace, and you can make tokens. Imprison the Moon is essentially this deck's O-Ring or Song of the Dryads. And then Liliana's Mastery is a Zombie Lord effect, with the added bonus of getting 2/2s that are actually 3/3s as long as this is on the field. Trick Bind to stop people from exiling your grave. Undermine for counterspell and a little more of an insult. Brainstorm for draw. Sudden Spoiling to not die. Blue Sun's Zenith for draw, counterspell, hinder, which is a counterspell. Cyclonic Rift is probably one of my favorite blue cards of all time. I think I've said that before. Wipe everyone's field but your own, and then probably win. And then Fact or Fiction, which is a removable card, but I can never bring myself to take it out. It is replaceable, so if I ever need another Zombie Lord, I can take it out, but the draw is kind of helpful, and political kind of things are fun with that card. Sorceries! We got Buried Alive, Diabolic Tutor, Beseech the Queen, and Demonic Tutor for my tutors. Buried Alive is technically a tutor in this deck because having stuff in the grave is useful. Extract from Darkness is a nice little reanimator spell. I can steal other people's stuff too. Damnation for Wrath. Decree of Pain for Wrath. Rise to the Dark Realms so I can get stuff back from that Wrath. Or everyone's stuff back. Exsanguinate as a quick game ender. Also some life gain, which I don't run a lot of, and sometimes you need to gain a lot of life. The only other thing that gains me life is Gary, or Grey Merchant Asphodel, and they work about as well. Beacon of Unrest for more Reanimator, as well as other people's graves. Living Death for Wrath Reanimator. Army of the Damned, because I also run Throne of the God Pharaoh in here, and the fact that these come in tapped make that card way better. Yawgmoth Will to cast off from my grave and reanimate. Running Commander Sphere and Soul Ring. I do want to run more Mana Rocks. I have been getting into the habit of putting a lot more Mana Rocks in my decks. I'm running a Creature Mana Rock, kind of, or Creature Ramp, I should say. And I'm going to probably put in more mana ramp just because I kind of need it. Ashnod's Altar, which is pseudo ramp, but yeah. As well as a Phyrexian Altar, which is a combo with Vengeful Dead and Gravecrawler. As an infinite combo that usually wins me the game. Throne of the God Pharaoh, because this card's amazing in almost any token deck. You swing with your tokens, it doesn't matter if they block and kill a few. It really, if you have a bunch of tokens on the field and they come in and they're tapped, this card just destroys the table. It's so fun. Scroll Rack to sort the top. This is a remnant from Gisa and Geralf, but it's good enough where I can leave it in the deck. Skull Clamp for draw. Greaves to make stuff go fast. Get the boots on. And then Sensei's Divining Top to also kind of sort the top cards of your deck and draw a card. It's top. You play it in Commander. You just do. Liliana of the Dark Realm. Liliana's Death Majesty. Excuse me. A great card. It is Zombie Wrath, which means you destroy everything that's not a zombie at that ultimate, which I have gotten off quite avidly due to the fact that she creates a blocker. She's a lot like, is it Dimir Raid? Yeah, Dimir Raid, I think, who makes a 2/2 Satyr. No, is it Dimir Raid? No, I think it's Xenagos. No, sorry, Xenagos. He makes a 2/2 Satyr, and he protects himself. So that effect in Liliana is really good, especially for that -7. The -3 is really fun too, but I can usually get stuff from my grave a lot easier. Alright, so on to the creatures, which is what you really care about. So a lot of people told me to play this, and I finally got my hands on one. Diagraph Captain. Diagraph Colossus, Jesus. He gets a +1/+1 for each zombie in your grave, which late game, this card can be a bomb. And then whenever I cast a zombie, I also make another zombie, which in this case, we're running so many zombie lords, the token generation just kind of works for itself. Sidisi for a tutor. Cemetery Reaper, it's a zombie lord. Newscraft Mob is a great card. It creates 2/2s. You can cast it from your grave for 4. With Scarab God, or if Gisa and Geralf, which by the way, they are still in the deck. They're useful. Great card. Vengeful Dead is a combo piece. Prize Amalgam is just a great card. It keeps coming back whenever you cast stuff from your grave. Zombie Lord Diagraph Captain, as well as another trigger for that infinite combo with Vengeful Dead. Gravecrawler. Corpse Connoisseur to get your zombies in the grave, or some other stuff. Lich Lord of Unks, I'm thinking about taking this guy out, but he's really useful, especially now that I can make so many zombies. That lose life effect can actually mean death for someone in a game. Grey Merchant Vaspatel, another life game, and sort of Exsanguinate. It works really, really well in pretty much every deck I play him in, and I play him in quite a few. Plague Belcher, which is another Vengeful Dead. I got a comment to play this guy as well. I never knew he existed because he's brand new, and it's great. I love him. Phyrexian Delver, another Reanimator. Shepherd of Rot, which is probably another card I'm going to take out soon, but I don't want to. It's just fun. Like, everyone loses. It hits me too, but at the same time, it's just fun. Lord of the Accursed, Zombie Lord. Mikaeus the Unhallowed is just good. I don't run Triskelion, I'm not that much of a dick. Carrion Feeder, another sack outlet, and he can kind of pump himself really big. Excuse me, I burped. Fleshbag Marauder, a pseudo multi-removal spell. Great card. Gravecrawler, which is my Gravecrawler combo. Possessed Scab is Archomancer in this deck. You get back into sorcery, which can be super useful. I don't really have recursion for anything else. I don't have recursion for enchantments or artifacts, which can be tough, but as long as I can get some instant sorcery back, this guy will always be in here. Corpse Augur as a draw spell / really fun card. And here we go on to the non-zombies of the deck. So I put in a Burnished Heart. Now I know what you're thinking. Why? I need mana a lot of the times. And also, you can cast him from your grave with Scarab God. He becomes a zombie elk. What do you need me to argue that point even? I'm not gonna. It's zombie elk. Wonder, excuse me. All my zombies have flying. They're immediately scarier. Magus of the Will, another remnant from... Well, Wonder is 2. Another remnant from Gisa and Geralf. Cast stuff from your grave for free. Gravecrawler, which isn't a zombie, which a lot of people have also stated should be a zombie, but he's not. He makes zombies, which, you know, token. Gisa and Geralf, because... you know, I still gotta play them. They're really good in this deck. Like, you mill, and you can cast stuff from your grave, so they matter. So, I'll keep them in for the meantime. If I see they're not doing much work, I'll probably take them out for something. And I got my hands on a Massacre Worm, which is a funny, hilarious wrath spell / probably someone loses the game / token decks just die. This card's great. I love it, and I'm playing it now. And I played it once against a friend of mine, and it was just hilarious watching his face. So that is my updated Scarab God, which used to be Gisa and Geralf, Dimir deck. Again, the list will be in the description. If you didn't want to hear this, you probably should have clicked that first. I will see you guys later with more videos, but until then, Mr. Poopy Butthole. Bye now!